Hey everybody, it's MommaOG. I am back with another reaction. Today I'm going to listen to my fourth song from Angine de Poitrine. I think I finally have the name right. This song is Mata Zyklek. Don't know if I have that right, but that's how it looks. This is the version live on KEXP. I believe this is the last of the performances that they did on KEXP. And then from what I understand after this, I've got some other live performances. I guess they released volume 2, their second album, to get into. So there's more to come of this group, and I am absolutely ecstatic about that. Still can't gather into words exactly what this group has done to me or to many others. It seems to be happening on a grand scale. So there is definitely something there. Just a quick few things. I am recording when Mike is at work. My dogs are roaming up and down the stairs. There may be a fair to good chance that they're going to start barking at something outside, a truck driving by, a bus or something. So it may even happen while I'm listening. And if it does, I may have to pause and deal with that. Never know if it's going to happen. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. If you would like to request a reaction, you can click on a donation link down in the description. Send along the information of the song you would like me to react to, and I will get it recorded as soon as possible. I also take notes while I'm reacting, so if you see me looking down a few times throughout, I'm just writing down a couple things so that I remember what I want to say when it's time to talk. Although, as always, this band might be a little different where I need to pause it, rewind it, and hear something again. I've got my earbuds in. I'm excited for this. Let's take a listen.
Apprécie les avantages qu'apporte ce mode de construction. Par exemple, son confort thermique. La maison reste fraîche en été et garde la chaleur l'hiver.
Oh, shit. man. That, oof. They always have these breaks that are bass and drum that just, I love these parts. It's funk. It's just, I don't know. It's a little bit of a break from all of the, I'm going to say it, all of the controlled chaos going on before, and then that will resume after. It's just, I love that part when it's the break. He's got this buzzing sound. I'm not going to get into it now. I'm writing all kinds of notes, so I will talk about it after, but I just had to stop it and say how much I love these little breaks in the middle of their songs. Did you see that? I think he had to stop some of the loops he was doing. He used both feet at the same time. He did the buzz, and then he quickly went over to 2 buttons with both feet to stop. Right here. Right there. Good God. Doo-doo-doo. It almost reminds me of Jaws. My God. That drummer is just fucking incredible, too. My God.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.
They also always end, and I'm just like, no, I want a little bit more. Un poquito. Once again, where do I start? Lots of notes. It is a little bit of a challenge to do my notes because I don't want to miss a thing in the video, especially with these guys, because there is a lot going on there visually as well. A lot, that I love to pay attention to stuff physically when people are performing, which I'm going to talk about here in a second. That seemed to be a little more intricate and and unpredictable. If I can't believe I'm actually saying that, considering the other songs were intricate and unpredictable. But that seemed to be a little bit more so than the other stuff that I've heard. I wrote down here, overall, controlled chaos slowly organizing itself. That's the best way I can describe it. I kept feeling these constant shifts or hearing these constant shifts underneath. But these guys stayed so locked in tight together that just seeing how tight they are together kind of puts me at ease that, like, okay, these shifts were intentional. There was a lot of interplay in this song between the tense, organized chaos parts and groove. These guys don't use common time signatures. I mean, sometimes they do, but sometimes, I break my brain trying to figure out the time signatures that they're using, even though I don't know even how to do that, as I've said. But I found several parts of that song where I was actually able to keep up and kind of predict where it was going. So it felt like there were moments that sounded a little disjointed, as there often are with them. But they gradually became like hypnotic and boppable, I guess you could say. Some of it I felt like the word I would use is mean, like, that sounds so mean. I don't know how else to describe it. Back to what I was saying about physical performances. I say all the time in a lot of my videos, I get a lot from watching people physically. Sometimes watching somebody physically, whether it be on a screen or in real life, can tell me more than anything that would ever come out of their mouth. I just pick up on energy and body language, expressions, and these guys have a whole different physical language with each other. I've noticed it from the very beginning. The guitarist, a lot of times you'll see him kind of pacing back and forth, and then you'll see him bend on his knees and make eye contact with the drummer. And I see that like in all the videos. So I'm wondering if that is a way that they communicate. That means something. That's a signal that something is about to happen. Often it happens, and then another couple of beats later, something will shift. So that's something that I've kind of picked up on and definitely saw there as well. At the same time, I've seen in a couple of videos now where he kind of flops his nose. I don't know if that's another cue. But I have been watching the drummer's eyes through his mouth, and he is almost always watching the guitar player. So there is this communication style that they've got going on that I have not seen with anyone else. It seems to be extremely unique to this group. Don't know if I've even figured it all out, but I am starting to notice some distinct things that happen repeatedly in every song I've heard. Coupled with the individual communication cues, it's fun to watch them when they're moving together as well. That helps when something sounds, like I mentioned earlier, disjointed, and I'm wondering, is this right? I have to ask, is this right? Or did they mean to do that? But they're moving together and it's all matching up. It's all aligning. So it's all obviously intentional. I just find it astounding. It just blows my head off. I've said that before, like the top of my brain just pops right off, flies over my head, whatever euphemism you want to use for mind-blowing applies. I was also noticing something in the last song that I reacted to, how, I've learned that there's only 5 or 6 possible loops that you can record at any given time. And I noticed in the last song that he'll layer few of them, and then he'll keep a couple or even just one and just shift the song into a new dynamic using another layer. But in this one, I believe I saw him strip away some layers, and then they shifted it to something else using one of the layers that they had already recorded, and then they brought them back instead of doing something new on top. I'm not even sure if I saw that. I think I did. These guys always make my brain hurt, which sometimes is not a good thing, but in this case is a very good thing. I love where this is going. I'm so happy that I found these guys because it's stuff that I never knew existed and never knew that I needed to hear. I would have kicked myself if later in life I found out that these guys existed in this time and that I did not discover them. I have that happen to me a lot. There's bands that I am reacting to that I didn't even know existed back when they existed, when they were most popular. And I'm just like, how in the hell did I not hear of these people? How did I not hear this song? So I'm definitely know that if that had happened with this group, I would have been so pissed. Yeah. Another incredible song by this group. I think the next stuff that I've got on my list for them is the Club Soda performance. Someone even noting that that's going to be even extra fun because you can actually see the audience interacting with them, which I just know is going to even add to this even harder. Yeah, that was amazing. Thank you all so much for being here to share this with me. I will see you on the next one.